again!
It's over!
He's done it again! Unbelievable!
Oh, straight into the roof of the net.
Nice one.
Straight down the middle. So a good...
Hi, you're watching Firstpost. I'm Rupha Ramani. Let's get the show started. On the show today, Punjab franchise head coach Ricky Ponting has sparked the IPL versus PSL debate again, says he cannot find replacements for the injured players in Punjab because the PSL is on and the rest of the players, the quality players, are there. Is that even a fair justification? I'll tell you more. India's systematic crackdown on Pakistan continues as a fresh set of social media accounts of some of the biggest sporting stars of Pakistan have been blocked. The latest one, Paris Games gold medalist javelin thrower Arshad Nadeem. What could be the fallout of this move? And Manchester United sinks to a new low. If fresh claims by an angry fan is to be believed, his season tickets are being sold back to him for 10 times the original price. Is Manchester United management losing the plot on and off the field? But first, a look at the headlines on Sports 360. Starting with cricket and the IPL, Mumbai beat Rajasthan by a massive 100-run margin in their group stage clash. Put into bat first, Ryan Rickelton and Rohit Sharma set the tone with a 61 and 53-run knocks respectively at the top. Hardik Pandya's late cameo alongside Suryakumar Yadav saw Mumbai post 217. In reply, Trent Bolt picked 3 as Rajasthan were bowled out for 117, almost ending their campaign this season. This was Mumbai's 6th consecutive win as they go on top of the points table. BCCI has been slapped with legal notice by the Delhi High Court for naming the AI robot dog, which is part of the IPL coverage, Champak. Delhi Press Patra Prakarshan, who are the publishers of a popular children's magazine that goes by the same name, have accused BCCI of copyright infringement. Former cricketer S. Srishant has been suspended for 3 years by the Kerala Cricket Association, or the KCA, for making false and derogatory statements against the board. Srishant criticized KCA for dropping Rajasthan batter and, of course, India player Sanju Samson from the Vijay Hazare squad. In tennis and the Madrid Open, 4th seed Coco Gauff crushed world number 2 Iga Świątek in the Madrid Open semi-final in straight sets. This was Gauff's first win over Świątek on clay. She will now face world number 1 Aryna Sabalenka for the title, who beat Elina Svitolina 6-3, 7-5 in the semi-final. And LA Clippers and Denver Nuggets are headed for an exciting NBA Round 1 playoffs finale after Clippers beat Nuggets 111 to 105. James Harden's 28-point performance helped Clippers level the series 3-3. The two will now face on 4th of May to seal a spot in Round 2. The Indian Premier League versus Pakistan Super League debate continues to rage. It started with Pakistan saying PSL will prove its supremacy over the more established IPL this year, much like how they tried to show most of their bravado, just through words rather than action. Now it has come down to former Aussie captain and Punjab coach Ricky Ponting blaming the conflicting schedule as the reason behind the lack of quality players to rope in as substitutes for Punjab. The franchise is in a spot of bother with 2 of their top international players, fast bowler Lockie Ferguson and all-rounder Maxwell, being ruled out of the tournament due to injuries. Punjab is struggling to find their replacements and Ponting has placed the blame squarely on PSL.
We've actually been a little bit patient. Maxi's only been a couple of days. Lockie's has been 2 or 3 weeks. And with the PSL happening at the same time, there's not a lot of high-quality replacements out there, to be honest.
The Kings are currently having a dream season so far. 6 wins in 10 matches and an unfortunate washout has meant that they are 3rd on that points table. A win from here might just take them to the top with a great chance of making it to the playoffs. This will be their first appearance in the top 4 in more than a decade. A unit well led by somebody who won the IPL last year, Shreyas Iyer, as captain of Kolkata outfit. Here he is leading from the front, both with his tactical acumen on the field and of course his batting display. Another brain who has helped in Punjab's resurgence this season has been Ricky Ponting. The World Cup winner knows how to lead a side, more so as a mentor. But if they actually reach the playoffs, will the current setup be enough? Because when they signed up Maxwell and Ferguson in the 2025 auction, they had a strategy in mind. They were signing a spin bowling all-rounder in Maxwell, key asset in subcontinent conditions, a quality batter on his day with over 2,800 runs in his IPL career. Handy with the ball too, 41 wickets at a decent economy of 8 so far in the entire span. He can chip in to slow down the opposition and work out the middle overs. But more than all of this, he has an unconventional side to the way he plays, which can make him an X factor, and when in his zone, can be deadly. And then, of course, there's Lockie Ferguson, a wicket taker with sharp pace. While these two have not been match winners in a long while, more than their absence, it is Ponting's statement that's got me curious, that the conflicting schedule with PSL is the real issue here. Is that really justified? Because international players prefer IPL over PSL any day. We've seen that as well. Just recently, it was South Africa's Corbin Bosch who ditched his PSL contract to be part of the Mumbai setup at the IPL, even when he knew that he may not get to be a starter. That he got to play 2 matches in this season so far is, of course, a different story. And it isn't just foreign nationals. Pakistani players themselves are yearning to play in the IPL and come back in here. Pakistan pacer Mohammad Amir recently said he would prefer to play in the IPL over any other league if given an option. Even if Pakistan had harbored hopes of a U-turn, the current scenario has, of course, firmly put an end to that ever becoming a possibility. So back to Punjab and Ponting's statement. Had Punjab approached any of the PSL players who they thought could fit the bill, maybe they would have had their way. Because who would not want to be part of the most lucrative cricket league in the world today? The bigger question, however, is Pakistan Super League really the platform to go looking for replacements at the IPL? With the league clashing with the Indian Premier League, players competing in PSL are mostly cricketers who fail to find buyers in the Indian Premier League. It's either Pakistani internationals or retired players or otherwise.
We haven't decided about the replacements yet so far, but we are pretty strong in our team's mindset and what we have outside of our playing 11. We have got varieties of players who can win you matches. So, we're going to stick to that as much as possible.
Sure, they will probably miss the experience of someone like Ferguson and Maxwell, but they already have players who can cover up for the 2 stars. They have Azmatullah Omarzai, the Afghan pacer who stepped up during the T20 World Cup for his country, Aaron Hardy, the young Aussie pacer, and it isn't about the replacements. Their playing 11 has been on song. Young top-order batter Priyansh Arya set the IPL on fire with the first individual 100 of the season. Yuzvendra Chahal has been clinical with the ball, filling the spinner's void with 13 wickets in 9 matches. That included a hat-trick against Chennai in Chepauk. Shashank Singh has been the most reliable lower-order batter for Punjab. Marco Jansen led Punjab's charge during the Kolkata clash when the franchise defended the lowest total in the tournament, 111. So clearly the unit is clicking. So why change or tinker with something that is already working and doing well for them so far? We continue to keep our focus on the repercussions from the pahalgam terror attack across various spheres, sports included, a key tool in diplomacy and relations between countries. The one between India and Pakistan, though, is teetering and on the brink of war, more so with India's strong and planned crackdown on Pakistan. One of the many actions taken by India has been to block and ban certain popular Pakistan sportspersons' social media platforms that has been gaining traction in the country. After the cricketers, it's now the turn of javelin star Arshad Nadeem's Instagram account to be blocked. How does this impact the growing friendship between India's golden boy Neeraj Chopra and Arshad Nadeem? And what could the fallout of this be? Take a look at our next report.
India and Pakistan are on the brink of war. Pakistan is busy readying its troops, sending panic messages through the system, while India is careful and meticulously planning a retaliation. In the middle of all this, India is sending out a stern message to Pakistan by systematically tightening the noose, making changes across various spheres. One of them, of course, is sports, a very important link that connects India and Pakistan. The strongest one, in fact, has been the bond between Arshad Nadeem and Neeraj Chopra, two javelin stars who have established a strong relationship. The very reason why Neeraj decided to extend an invitation to Nadeem for his event in Bengaluru in India. Of course, this was before the Pahalgam attack. Much has changed post that day. Nadeem declined from attending, saying he had to leave for a tournament elsewhere. But there was no way he could have made it either, not now. While his presence would have surely boosted the tournament, it doesn't look like this friendship can see another chapter, at least not in India. The latest is that, in a definitive move, the government has now banned Arshad Nadeem's Instagram account. He will have no presence in the country. Now, why is this crucial? India has a huge social media imprint, especially when it comes to certain athletes who are widely popular and well-loved. That included Arshad Nadeem. His relationship and rivalry with Neeraj, the kind of support he has always received from the Indian Olympic gold medalist, has contributed to his popularity in the country. With this move to ban his Instagram account, Nadeem's following takes a huge hit. A lot of an athlete's earnings through social media relies on the following he or she has. That is an essential parameter. But more than anything, India is sending a strong message with this ban that no tie, no individual in Pakistan is above their policies and decision-making in this very critical juncture. And as voices of dissent gather momentum, you will see more steps in reiterating India's intent when it comes to security and the fight against terror in sports as well.
Manchester United fans haven't really had much to celebrate this season. Premier League was abysmal, with the club barely escaping relegation, coupled with domestic cup exits and a season to forget. The only hope is the Europa League, which is their ticket to playing the Champions League next year. And while the Red Devils have already set one foot in the door to the final thanks to the 3-0 win over Athletic Club in the first leg of the semi-final, that moment seems to be overshadowed. One Red Devils fan made a shocking claim that the club has put his season ticket for more than 10 times the actual price. He said that this is the same ticket he returned to the club as he couldn't go to watch the game. A huge claim coming from a seasoned supporter over his 2 tickets. And while Manchester United is yet to issue a clarification over the matter, the internet seems to be debating the issue already. The reason why there is a long debate over this is because the Manchester United management made the fans' normal tickets as hospitality tickets. So each ticket now includes a 3-course meal and unlimited free drinks. But the question is, when the tickets were initially priced for a combined total of £57, how can the club sell it back now for £800? Sure, this one has a lot of additional benefits, but that's not what the fan had asked for. And the reason why there is so much anger among fans now is that the top bosses are only concerned about the revenue more than anything else, especially when the club is struggling with the results. Not the first time Manchester United management have come under the scanner post their cost-cutting measures came into play. Just earlier this year, they increased the ticket prices by 5%, leading to a massive backlash from fans. And it isn't just the spectators and supporters who have suffered because of Manchester United's stringent approach. The club sacked many employees to cut down on expenses, slashed their iconic manager Alex Ferguson's role, a position he had held since his retirement in 2013. The club also cut down on steward bonuses and increased ticket prices. Now, if you thought the situation of the club would get any better after all of this, then you'd be sadly mistaken. While United is on a cost-cutting spree, their iconic Old Trafford continues to be in shambles, a leaking roof and crumbling infrastructure to boot. And that £800 meal they are offering for the hospitality ticket might just not be a wise option, because late last year, the club's food and hygiene rating was downgraded to 2 from 5. Reason: mouse poop was found in one of the hospitality boxes. And it's not like nobody dines at Manchester United. About 250,000 people each season opt for meals at Old Trafford. Sure, they are allowed to charge as much as they want, but are they getting quality service for that much money? The Jim Ratcliffe management seem to have just one approach when the backlash comes at them: tangentially work on a solution that will take longer. They proposed to build a new $2 billion stadium, something that will take at least 5 years. But what about the period till New Trafford actually becomes functional? Will they keep toying with fans' sentiments here, especially when the results aren't exactly coming their way? It would have been a different scenario had the senior side dominated the league and every competition that they'd taken part in. But for years now, Manchester United have struggled to win the league title, a period where their biggest rivals, Manchester City and Liverpool, have lifted domestic cups, league titles and basked in Champions League glory. Clearly, Man United management needs a reminder. They aren't the same club they once used to be. And one swallow doesn't make a summer. Sure, Ruben Amorim has created some breakthroughs of late, but you still need to win fans over with that Manchester United hospitality, which is certainly not what's being dished out today. On Last Serve, we end the week on a heartwarming note. This is coming out of Benin, Africa. A teenager is doing all she can to toughen up to be one of the best in her sport. How? By playing rugby with the male athletes. The sport, traditionally viewed as a tough male-dominated sport in the region, and Khadijat Udrago is hoping this prepares her for the biggest stage. Take a look. That wraps it up here on Firstpost. Have a lovely weekend. I'll, of course, see you on the other side. Take care.